Dragon Age non-binary, authentic, BioWare trim fat without Ozempic, corny, douche director, transgender, your employment status suspender. Legacy steals from Smash JT, 404 integrity, body type A and body type B declined by the vast majority. Microsoft layoffs, I'm pulling a barf. God of War cancelled, Sony starve. Eagles fan is DEI. CDPR a salad guy. 10 years old, you lost the prime meat. Male gaze returns, you can't beat the skeet. Kingdom Come needs to clarify gay, but talking about it's not okay.
Chinese help sell American mushi. Woke steady retcon sweet baby sushi. Woke matasaka overdose on soyrent. Corinne the Rura of unemployment.
TikTok ban leaves Zoomers reeling. Fun priority means gaming's healing. Everything woke touch turns to poo, so server 2 for Xiao Hongshu. Preachy ugly on my last nerve, insecure activists against curves. Diverse to you means exclude the whites, segregate equals safety, that's right, no discussion, they've made up their mind. Same energy for cultures rewind. Polygon trigger trans, they dicks hard, they them forgot not to go full retard. Hello, beta testers. Like, subscribe, and click the join button to support my back pain medication fund as I shoulder the burden of the gaming industry. Even now, I'm forced to think of they them sladding that fence post out they shill ass. The Dragon Age fallout following glowing reviews crowning this turd everyone despised as authentic representation of the insufferable cancer we've tolerated for damn near a decade. So long, we're about ready to try our own hand at surgery, slice this sumbitch out, and if we just die from fatal complications, perhaps that might be preferable to the unacceptable proximity to these lobotomized howlings, these incessant injections that are entirely targeting children, you sick. My pronouns are they, them. I always knew my pronouns felt right. I know I could feel safe around other non-binary people. People who aren't female or male. Oh my god. May the dogs on their hands and knees consuming the slop that we decide is to a preferable taste remind themselves that those guys are the majority audience and they will cater or perish. And if this bone is not to dogs' liking, they can bend over for another bone or get out of my industry. Interesting that you must think identically to have an in at the award show that's acknowledged by Destiny content thief that defends Sweet Baby, so you know it's the whole truth and nothing but the truth, save whatever omissions make their side's narrative look good. We wouldn't want something compromising your dumbass argument, especially not contradictions that you manage. There's no time for sugarcoating from people who will grant you kindergarten treatment and soft voices because these entities know better and in this way cannot earn charity, not from people like me. I brought up Laura Fryer whenever I was on Hypno's show to point people in the direction of someone that the dying media will actually acknowledge when they repeat conversations that I've had a year ago. So to see people wasting time with petty Puritan zealots because the attention-starved thoughts that have made their entire online Sona a Boogie 2988 pinata that you can't resist grabbing a bat to thwack. Here I am, excited gaming can get darker, gritty, and real again, and also happy that you can hold hands in games like Flotopia. You have zero idea how much sensitivity has robbed from this space, and I won't waste time explaining it because as a black man, I know people need to hear it from Whitey, and quite frankly, I don't have the crayons, finger paint, or picture representations to show you the transdrogenous uglification and how deliberate it is. My warning to everyone is that if you keep this queer garbage up, everyone will stop listening to you because the Christian tier cringe isn't your brand, and people wanting that entertainment can find a much better version of it from the Zoomers that are readily available to rhythmically chimp out and break their keyboards on camera whenever people desire. Do not be tempted by stupid bait. They're wrong. They know they're wrong. You know they're wrong. Prove and move. Without you, they have less attention and they have no story, and that's why they steal, distort, omit. I'll never get tired of seeing Diabito and Dyed McPiercing in media because I know the best way to reinforce how little people find this relatable is to keep forcing it on the good people. Black and gay ain't the issue, activism is. Woke ain't even the issue, woke onto compromise is. Often it's not that it's included, it's why. As recently as today, pussy channels are still attacking people who dare to have opposing opinions highlighting what is factually killing the industry that losers are jumping up talking about. Oh, Grand Theft Auto should charge $100 and maybe it could save the... And you mean the woke Western industry that you poisoned with bald-headed slop because of you SBI defending cunts in your cult? Description is hate, disagreement is fascism, and any opposing opinion makes you a Nazi, a sentiment even devs have lost enough sense and professionalism to utter. Oh no, Kael's not diverse enough for the diversity club. And to many of them, I'm no more than a dirty black boy, a criminal. And I'm happy to talk down to you because I agree you should be free to speak your mind, but feel only a moron wouldn't factor in losing potential sales for a project people have commit portions of their lives to working on. You will not make as much as an Asian game. You will not be buying your entire studio gaming platforms multiple times and issuing raises the way that Shift Up does with its Coomer Gooner game, but you are online running your mouth because you think your ego will gain you press and free marketing and cost you nothing. You are less than a boy. An unbelievable fool. And where I was going to play this Kingdom Come cunt lick game, I am not contributing any more attention past this to it. You're a Rachel Zegler. Go fuck yourself. I'm just one person, and I don't want to influence anyone listening to do anything that they do not wish to, because choices make you who you are. You are special, different, and not because of a pronoun, race, sexual orientation, whatever garbage, shallow fucking bullshit they've been pushing to pander and preach. You will show, you will not tell. I'll clearly have to make myself available as the keep the gay at bay consultant to counter the actually problematic entities and their profit-phobic woke agendas. Squirrel Girl and Luna Snow, nobody knew their names before China allowed them to be pretty and actually profitable. And now, since Disney is so stupid, they removed the Playboy from the philanthropist billionaire. They lose, and their loss is China's gain, as they unironically bolster sales of their race swap Captain America movie by binding in-game Marvel Rivals cosmetics to ticket purchases. I'm Kael, and I don't need to make America goon again. It already was. Cup sizes in the comments and balls are in the Eastern Court, since America habitually fouling, because they so woke they trying to reinvent the rules. Redefine my balls, nigga. Rules only bend for people who make money, and woke isn't earning. They costing dearly. The brave transgender leadership who just departed BioWare is not a boogeyman that incels point to. They're the reason an average woman cannot be represented in an RPG where you customize your own character, and all the non-binary journalists waving their lighters in the air for the non-binary writing couldn't polish this turd. Glowing reviews from shill journos don't equal sales. A triumphant return to the trash can, and the fall guy you decorated with the director position is in no way entirely to blame for a multiple-year mess culminating in a misgender apology simulator. The world's greatest minds struggled with a gayer way to waste time, but butt sex wishes it could come close to years wasted quietly working on something that a resume it will find irrelevant because nobody's impressed. But maybe the next time egomaniac lunatic developers jump online to run their mouth about unpopular alphabet nonsense before calling potential customers names to ice the PR nightmare cake that is quite literally the only thing that some people will know your project for. Beta testers, what's the next Palworld? What's the next Marvel Rivals gonna be? I've already told you. I believe Inzoi will be to The Sims what Palworld is to Pokemon. I believe Flotopia will be to Animal Crossing what Marvel Rivals is to Overwatch. Hoyoverse is working on a Stardew meets Animal Crossing. You know, things like Project Mugen, now known as Ananta, will have plenty going on that makes it what players won't be able to resist at the very least trying. And if they can hook those motherfuckers. It's another NetEase game, by the way, just like Marvel Rivals. Moving forward, I want you to remember what I've shown you and how it has lowered the bar, and appreciate as well as elevate what you see that seems to stride over that buried bar. As I've made clear, games like Crimson Desert, eventually Doke V, Zor Promelia, Stellar Blade, the follow-up, Mecha Break, if they don't ruin themselves with microtransactions, and of course things like Hogwarts 2 will be the show-stopping itch scratchers that players are really just going to salivate for and then be satisfied and nourished by. But I've utterly lost the shreds of remaining hope that I had for studios in name only, with freshman employees dumb enough to think that they know better than the source material of the long-running property that they're adapting. Suck my balls, bitch. You making a sequel and you trying to remove the dinosaur from Jurassic Park, baby. So rumblings of Microsoft finally feeling the pain enough to allow cross-platform Master Chief Collection, buddy, it's about damn time. Observing how NetEase handles the player engagement of Marvel Rivals is something to behold. I'm excited for, I'm an X-Men bitch, so Professor Xavier, Iceman, Gambit, Cyclops, Jean Grey, shit. They don't have Deadpool, they don't have Daredevil yet. It's going to be something, what I think they should do, of course, is following their Jeff the Shark Splatoon-themed event, they should put some other PvE shit in there. That's really what's going to double the numbers of that game in the way that Fortnite OG and Fortnite No Build brought a whole new audience that's potentially not as competitive as the tryhards reaching Grandmaster without attacking and shit like that. No disrespect. And I'm not saying Marvel Rivals should add PvE just to whip some of that coom into Blizzard's face because, speaking of faces, the forced ugly women in gaming conversation is reaching a fever pitch, with the fence sitters and shills knowing better than to attempt gaslighting now. I guess people are passionate about comparing things specifically to Marvel Rivals and Stellar Blade, as they were comparing everything to Concord. And if I may reiterate, the Hogwarts boycotters, mad at what went on to be the best-selling game of that year, are now trying to convince people that bathing suits are erotic and should be banned, mainly because disgusting and unpopular DEI designs, including but not limited to the forced queer handicap pronoun surgery scar cringe, should be the norm. What are we doing? Bikini woman? Yikes. Rocksteady, BioWare, Bethesda, Ubisoft Next, all of these, they're all dead. Because woke needs to volition around and find out. The Marvel Rivals reaction could be any Western games if they actually decided to appeal. But they appeal in the Daddy Larry Fink. So find the bankruptcy you're looking for. I love you all, and these videos could go on forever. I apologize. If there's things that I'm not mentioning, get into the streams. make sure I write it down to get into it.